Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Or should I start this video by saying, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. For those of y'all that don't know who Brian Glaize Gibbs is, let me give y'all a short, small introduction. Brian Glaize Gibbs was a notorious drug dealer slash gangster who put in a lot of work. And when he got in those quiet rooms with those loud detectives promising him to do life, he started singing, "These walls is telling me no, but my body." He couldn't do the time. Now, Brian Glaize Gibbs, the reason why I shouted you out and I keep shouting you out is because I like the fact that you're telling an audience of youth that doesn't follow you. They don't know you exist. But I try to encourage you to tell them to stay out the streets, because no matter what you did, I try to encourage you to push them away from the penitentiary. But the reality of it is, well, it's not my reality. It's just me saying what I said to my audience. Every time I bring your name up, it's not me sneak this, and I got to explain, even though you ratted. That's all I said. Even though you ratted. Even though you ratted. You ratted. I didn't rat. You did, my nigga. You went in those quiet rooms and started speaking, and then you try to make everybody believe that you only snitched on your dead homies. That you dishonored and told things that they family shouldn't have known, the streets shouldn't have known. Those secrets should have been buried with them. But nevertheless, I didn't judge you on that. I just told my audience, even though you ratted, you ratted, my nigga. There's no way around that. I bigged you up. I didn't sneak diss you. I'm sorry that it hurts. There's a sting like being punched in the ribs every time you hear what you did. So you went low in your video and tried to make fun of me. Oh, you didn't kill African Pampa. I don't have to kill him. And I don't have to look myself in the mirror and have any regrets for what a grown man did to a little boy. When I look at me, I can look at me and be proud of myself for telling the world something that most people don't share. I can look at myself and be proud of myself because so many people came out and told their stories because of me. But when I look at you, all I see is a dude that can't even live with what he did. Because you hate the sound of what you did. You cannot live with what you did because you hate the sound of what you did. I sneaked this, you a manipulator. I told my audience, even though you ratted, you was out there trying to convince the kids not to be in the streets. But the truth of the matter is, what you really doing is, you trying to tell the world your story and make it like, hey, what a good day, what a gay. This is Brian Glaize Gibbs, and I just want to tell my story. You want to really live and bask in the things that you really did. But the truth of the matter is, it's like when you first came on my platform and Zip was on my platform and he went ham on you like he was supposed to. I couldn't even get mad at him. But I was just trying to get you to push a good message. But the truth of the matter is, see, niggas from my generation that grew up in the streets, coming from where I'm from, you encouraged us through your old gangster ways to be in the streets. You also enforce laws in the streets the code of silence. And if anybody broke those rules, you and your friends was sending them to the afterlife. And they wasn't getting a glorious death like in Spartacus. But when it was time, when it was your turn to sit down with those detectives, you couldn't wait to get out your pen and your pad. You wrote more rhymes in those books than any rapper that I know. And now you can't live with it. So you think that you just gonna come at me and disrespect me, but in all actuality, you should have just kept quiet. And I'm sorry that you couldn't live up to King Tut. My apologies. I don't know how it's my fault, but I'm going to apologize like a man. I'm sorry that I couldn't bust in those rooms and tell those detectives to put down those notepads and those pencils. I'm sorry I couldn't tell those detectives to turn those cameras off and turn those mics off. You did what you did was best for you. Look at the bright side. You home on the internet to tell the world your story. You just keep leaving out the fact that you just told on people that were still alive too. Because no matter what you did in the street, when it was time for you to walk, that green mile, like so many other dudes, Guy Fisher dead, Lou Sims dead, King Tut dead. Well, then there's Brian Glaize Gibbs, the one who ratted. Are you not entertained? Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because the same dudes that you be outside in the street putting that work in with, when they get behind them bars, forever, they're going to tell. I'm out.